Yes, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is What's on Jones doing an MMA review. UFC 185 was a pretty decent show, and we got a lot of dominant wins coming off this show. A lot of guys were looking pretty strong with their wins, so we got a lot of dominant wins. It was a pretty damn good show. I would say that it is well worth your money. The main event was Anthony Pettis versus Rafael Dos Anjos. Pretty good main event. It was a shock because that main event right there was a dominant win, but not for Anthony Pettis, but for Rafael Dos Anjos. Now, I am gonna pretty much review the main high fights, and I'm gonna give some of the other fights some mention. But yeah, we're gonna start with Anthony Pettis and Rafael Dos Anjos, and let me tell you something, man. Rafael Dos Anjos, now you wouldn't have thought that this guy would have dominated Anthony Pettis like that. You wouldn't have thought that. You probably would have thought that Anthony Pettis was just gonna walk right through him, because Rafael Dos Anjos doesn't really have the biggest name in the UFC. Well, hell, let's be honest, he's not really a big name, period. We're talking about him now because he did beat Anthony Pettis, one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. But, Rafael Dos Anjos, you just wouldn't have thought that. So we all underestimated Rafael Dos Anjos, especially Anthony Pettis. He's the one who's fighting him in the ring. So, yeah, he dominated him, took him down, I think, at least 10 times. Anthony Pettis just got shut down. He got shut down completely, man. Like, he just didn't have anything for him today. Well, not today, rather. But he just didn't have anything for him. And Rafael Dos Anjos went in there and he dominated Anthony Pettis. So Showtime Pettis didn't get off at all. Rafael Dos Anjos had said everyone's got a game plan until you get punched in the mouth. And whatever Anthony's game plan was, completely was probably thrown out the window because he couldn't get it off because Rafael Dos Anjos completely just shut him down. He just completely shut him down. So Anthony Pettis loses his title, and Rafael Dos Anjos is the new UFC champ. Hopefully we'll get a rematch soon. Anthony Pettis, man, we'll see what he goes from here. And, Anthony Pettis was, he was just getting big-time endorsement deals. Wheaties, he was on a Wheaties box. Wheaties box, that is a really, really big deal for any athlete in any sport. And he just got on there with the title, and he just lost his title, unfortunately for him. So we'll see where these guys go on from there. Next, we had the other title fight. For the strawweight title, we had Carla Esparza. I don't think I said her name right. Carla Esparza versus, I'm not going to get this girl's name right. I am sorry. Her name is Joanna Jedrzejczyk. Oh my God. Jedrzejczyk. I do not know what this girl's last name is. When I look at this name, it looks like a bunch of just random letters put together. How the hell do you say this girl's last name? I can't say that girl's last name, so I'm just going to call her Joanna. I think I'm saying her first name right. This girl walked in there, dominated her. She walked in there and dominated Carla Esparza. Carla Esparza got dominated, period of point blank. She basically didn't really do anything but be a punching bag. She is short as hell. Carla Esparza is little, man. Like this girl is really, really, really little. She looked like a midget out there. She really did. And she looked like a midget trying to fight a giant. So Joanna went in there and just basically landed punch after punch after punch after punch until the referee had to go in there and stop the fight because Joanna was, I'm telling you, she dominated this girl. As a matter of fact, the champions, they got dominated. All the champions got dominated. This is probably the most dominant win because it was a knockout and they had to stop the fight early. But Joanna, I never heard of her. I never heard of this girl, but this girl is a pretty damn good fighter, obviously, because she is the champion. But Carla Esparza, she just didn't have nothing. She went in there and got dominated. And it's part of the reason is because, she's a small girl. She's a really, really small girl. I remember her being small, seeing her on any Ultimate Fighter TV show. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, well, one of these girls are going to dominate her. But they never did. She was dominating them because she's too small. She was just too damn small. Period of point blank. So Joanna Jedrzejczyk, or however the hell you say this girl's name, I can't say her name. I am sorry, baby, but your name is just almost impossible for me to say. Whew. Hope anybody noticed my martial arts outfit. You know, figure out since it's the MMA, I might as well have my martial arts outfit on. Next, Johnny Hendricks versus Matt Brown. Now, Matt Brown got dominated as well. Johnny Hendricks went out there. You probably was thinking that this was going to be a stand-up brawl, but we didn't get that. Johnny Hendricks, I think he decided to play it safe, which is, let's be honest, that's smart. He went out there and he wrestled him. He out-wrestled Matt Brown. Matt Brown was able to land a couple of shots. I think he landed a good head kick, but Matt Brown just couldn't stop Johnny Hendricks from taking him down. So Johnny Hendricks pretty much dominated this guy all 3 rounds. So it was a good fight. It probably wasn't the knockout, drag him out brawl that we was all probably hoping for, but it was still a good fight in my opinion. Johnny Hendricks is hoping to get a title shot. I don't know if he's going to get a title shot right away, even though he said he's just going to wait. He said he's just going to wait it out about like 9 months to see who wins between Robbie Lawler and I can't think of the other guys, but basically seeing who's going to be the next champ. So he's just going to sit back and wait. But Johnny Hendricks does win. Congratulations, Johnny Hendricks. Dominating win on his part. Next, we have Roy Nelson, Big Country, versus Alistair Overeem. Pretty damn good fight. This is probably the best Alistair Overeem has looked since he's got in the UFC, or at least probably since he has beaten Brock Lesnar. But he went out there and he dominated Roy Nelson. So this is another dominated win. Roy Nelson, he just couldn't, I would say he couldn't keep up with him. Alistair Overeem was landing strike after strike after strike. He was landing head kicks. He was landing shots to the legs. He literally put him down onto one knee. Alistair Overeem kicked him in his leg and put Roy Nelson down literally to one knee. He got back up, but he put his ass down on one knee. Alistair Overeem was also like running around the octagon a little bit. Like he was literally running around the octagon a little bit, like because he was trying to avoid his punches. I mean, he looked stupid to me because the crowd booed. Like he'll literally go like literally running around the octagon to avoid his punches. So he got booed for that, and you probably should. I thought he looked a little silly, but Alistair Overeem did go out there and he did dominate Roy Nelson from the first round to the second round to the third round. Now, Roy Nelson, he was able to get a couple of shots in. He may have hurt him. He hurt him in the third round because, he knocked him down. But his mistake was, to me, when he got him down to the ground, Alistair Overeem was getting back up, but he was trying to wrestle him back down to the ground. And I think it was only maybe 15 or 20 seconds left. He should have been trying to rain punches on this guy. Instead, he was trying to get him down to the ground. So I don't know if he didn't know how much time was left, but I think that was a mistake on Roy Nelson's part because he should have been raining down punches on Alistair Overeem because, you had him hurt, you had him dazed, rain down punches on this guy. But that didn't happen. Alistair Overeem wins all 3 rounds. And that was UFC 185. I know there was another fight, I believe, but I didn't watch it. But I did pretty much cover the main high fights by the biggest stars on the card. So, if you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. I'm out. Deuces.